Okay, so here we go with some compensation training tonight. My name is Wendy McGee, and you guys are probably getting so sick of seeing me on this page, so I apologize for that in advance. But tonight, we are going to go through some compensation training at the request of some of your leaders. And I haven't been in Wakaya officially very long, but I have been in Wakaya unofficially for a while. And compensation is kind of something that I really love. It's something that I like to tear apart and understand, and I really think it's important that you guys understand so that you can just rock your businesses. And so tonight we're just going to go through some really simple stuff on compensation. So hi guys, hi, welcome on. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little screen share here, and we are going to go in and look at a couple of things. So first of all, I'm going to go over here to, let me grab your back office. Let's see, make sure we go to the right place. We're going to look at the compensation plan here in a second. But first of all, I'm going to just take you into the home page of your Wakaya back office. And we aren't really going through a back office training, so to speak, but I think it's really important that you guys know where to find information about the compensation plan and kind of where you're at and where you're qualifying. So I am just going to re-log in because this is loading very slowly. And just talk you through a couple of things. So first of all, you have to log in. Okay, and some of you may have not been into your back office for a while. So if you haven't, go into your back office and look around. You can't hurt anything. And there's some great information that is there as soon as you log in. So here is your home page where you can see a lot of information from the company. The things that I want you to take a look at are the business snapshot here on the right-hand side. You can see this is the current month. It's going to show you if you're active, your customer qualifying volume, and your group qualifying volume, as well as how many coral legs, jade legs, and sapphire legs you have. I'm going to go through some terms and some things tonight in the training that I think will help you, but you can see current month and previous month of those numbers. And this is where you're going to be looking when you are seeing if you are qualifying, if you have the number of active people you need, if you have your group qualifying, your customer qualifying, those things. And I'm going to take you through what each of those mean here in just a second. Then if you scroll down, there's some great tools here for seeing where you are currently. And then if you don't know what else you need to do, you can click on View Rank Requirements, and it's going to tell you that you're just missing some customer qualifying volume. You have 30 out of 80, and that's all you'll need to be active. Okay, now the next rank is Coral. You can do the same thing. You can ask it what you are missing, and it's going to tell you you need 50 more in customer qualifying volume, and then you need 2 active personally enrolled people to hit Coral. So, and it goes right up the thing. It's going to go to Jade, Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, all the way up to Blue Diamond and Black Diamond. So those are some really helpful tools. Now, looking through, I'm going to click over here on your business. Some of you don't know where to find your commission earnings. So you're just going to go to commission earnings under business. And it's going to show you how much you've earned so far. And it's going to be broken down by what kind of bonus it was and how it was paid out. And you can see that just by clicking on the left side of those right there. So play around in your back office. Don't be afraid that you're going to hurt anything. You can pretty much see, when checks were written, volume history, you'll be able to see like your visual tree and things like that, which we'll do on another training. Tonight, we're just going to go through some of the basics of understanding the compensation plan. Okay, so if you don't know where to find the compensation plan, it's under Tools, under Documents and Media, where you can find a lot of really amazing information. Pretty much anything that you would need for a party or to talk to somebody or just for your own information can be found under this area. So we are going to go through a little bit of the compensation plan tonight, and it is found under the business information over here on your, if you just scroll down, you'll see the one-page comp plan flyer here. There's also a compensation plan guide that is really helpful, and it's just a detailed description of the entire compensation plan. I'm not going to use that tonight as I'm going to try to just really, really simplify it. But if you want any of these, you just click on them, and then you can go ahead and view, and it will open up into another screen here. So here we are with the compensation plan. That's the same one that I just opened, so I already have it open here to take a look at. So, okay, so I'm going to take just a second here and check really fast for any questions. It's always weird for me to do it when we're on Facebook too, because it just is. So I'm going to see if we have any questions over here. Okay, so it looks like we're doing pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. And I'm going to take you to a little PowerPoint that I put together tonight that isn't complete. It's just kind of a start. So, but this will give us some understanding of some of the basics of compensation. So first of all, let's go ahead and talk about some terms. So sometimes I think we jump into compensation and we start talking about, qualifying volume, group qualifying volume, personal qualifying volume, paradise qualified, all of these terms, and you're going, I have no idea what any of those mean. So let me take you through a couple. So first of all, CQV, you'll see that in several places when it comes to your personal qualification. Customer qualifying volume is CQV, and it's just the volume that comes from sales to your personal customers, okay? I love that in Wakaya, you can qualify, get your own personal qualification through your customer sales. So as you start to build a customer group and they're buying every month, all of that volume counts towards your personal qualification requirement, which I'll show you here in just a second. Personal qualifying volume is PQV, okay? This is the volume that comes from anything that you personally purchase yourself, okay? GQV is group qualifying volume, and this is volume that comes from your entire organization with no more than 60% coming from one leg. So you're paid on all of it, but as you start to move up the ranks, you can't have more than 60% of your entire volume that you need for qualification coming from one leg, and that just keeps it from being a runaway leg, right? You still get paid on it, still all awesome, but you have to spread out the volume a little bit, and you might have a power leg that takes off. You need to be sure that your other legs are growing too. Okay, Paradise Qualified. This is achieved by having 500 in CQV plus PQV in one commissionable month. So if you come in to the business with a $500 Paradise Pack, it has 500 in personal qualifying volume on that, or customer qualifying volume on that, depending on if you bought it for enrollment or you bought it just as a product purchase. That can all be used towards qualification, okay? All right, so let's walk through here how easy it is to move up through the ranks from Ambassador to Sapphire is what we're going to talk about tonight in the Wakaya Perfection Compensation Plan. Okay, so first of all, you sign up. Whether you sign up for $50 or for $299 or for the $474, $499 pack, whichever pack you sign up with, if you pay the enrollment fee, you become an ambassador, okay? You are paid retail and preferred commissions of 10 to 20%. That is on your own personal purchases. Did you guys know that you get 10 to 20% on your own purchases? That's pretty awesome, right? In addition to getting all of the bonuses and everything. And you get $50 to $100 fast start on the two different levels of kit. So the $299 you get 50, and the $499 or $474 it comes out to be, you get 100. And you don't have to have done any volume in the month to qualify for that. So if you sign up for $50 and you haven't even made a product purchase yet, you still qualify to get those two bonuses. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go to Active Ambassador. Oh my goodness, if you do 80 in personal, I should have changed that QV to CQV plus PQV. So all that means is that you either had a customer that bought enough to qualify at 80, or a customer and yourself buying together. All of those things count towards your personal qualification for activity, okay? Now I am going to do something kind of crazy here. I want to skip back and forth between the compensation plan and what we're teaching here, because I just want you guys to really see that it's all laid out here really well. So if you look, we're talking about active right now, okay? Here's the CQV plus the PQV right here. Here's the group qualifying volume, the GQV. Sorry, you guys, I have a cold. The personally enrolled that we're going to talk about, and the legs, okay? So it's really easy to read this. If you were to say, how do I become active? you're just simply going to go to active and you're going to look, okay, I have to have 80. And then I'm going to scroll down and see what I'm going to get paid just for having 80. Okay. So let's go back over here to active. So first of all, active ambassador, personal CQV or PQV or together is 80. You are going to get paid 10 to 20% on retail preferred commissions, okay? Just like on just being an ambassador. 10% on customers, so 10 to 20 on things you buy yourself, okay? 10% on preferred customers or retail customers purchases. You're going to get the $50 to $100 fast start if you sign somebody up who buys a Paradise pack or enrolls with either the $2.99 or the $4.99 pack. And you are going to get 10% on level 1. So say that you have someone who signed up now under you and they do some volume or some sales or purchase some things. You're going to get 10% on that. And then you're going to get 10% on level 2. So, you know, I've had people in Kyle's business over the last couple of years that have said, "God, I didn't even do anything and I got a check." And this is why, because you barely have to be even active with 80 to start getting paid in the compensation plan. All right, so let's give yourself a rank advancement. You went from ambassador to active, and now you're going to go to Coral. So for Coral, you yourself need to have at least 80 CQV plus PQV. So there's your personal right there. And then you need to have 2 active, which was defined as what? Just 80, right? Okay, so here's your 2 active. Then what are you going to get? Retail preferred. So now you're Coral. You've just rank advanced. Congratulations. Way to go. In the Wakaya Perfection Compensation Plan. So retail or preferred commissions, you're now going to get, you still keep getting that always, the 10 to 20% additional on what you buy. The retail preferred customer bonuses of 20%. So you're getting 20% on anything that your personal customers buy. You're getting $50 to $100 in fast start on anybody that you enroll. And now you're getting level 1, 20%, level 2, 20%. And if you're Paradise qualified, which means that you bought a Paradise pack that Paradise qualified you, like we talked about in the beginning, you're going to get coding of $10 and match coding of $5. Now, I'm going to do a separate training on coding because coding is one of those things that you kind of have to just sit back and learn it and then go, okay, I trust the system. But coding is an additional bonus that you get once you hit Coral, then you begin getting coding. So you have to become a Coral ambassador, and then when you sign up that 3rd person, you're coded on that 3rd person. Okay? So coding is a really cool bonus, and it's one of those that I always just kind of say, you know what? It's just going to be extra money on your check. Don't get too excited for a minute, and then as your business gets bigger and bigger, your coding check can become really, really important to you and really big. Okay, so I'm going to skip back again over to the compensation plan. So we can just look at that really quick again. So here you can see kind of the same thing. So if we scoot over to Jade, and Coral, and we just kind of go in a little closer, you can see Coral. There's your 80, there's your 2 active. Here's your 10 and 5 if you're Paradise qualified that you're getting in coding. And then look how much you're getting on what's happening in your group. You know, you might just have a little group. You might just have 5 or 10 customers. You might have a couple people signed up now because you're Coral, and they have a couple people going and a couple customers. And the compensation plan is going to go in there and look and say, you know what, we're going to give you 10 to 20% on your own sales, right? Your own purchases, your own commissions. Then you're going to get, in addition to that, the 20% on all of your customers. Then you're going to get the fast start bonus of $50 to $100 and level 1 and level 2 bonuses. So that is pretty cool, right? That right off the bat, you are going to be getting some really, really great bonuses. Okay, so I'm just going to check here and see if we have any questions. Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's just keep right on going. I'm going to skip back over to the PowerPoint. So we're just going to keep kind of skipping back and forth if that's okay. Okay, so we did Coral. So let's hurry fast, and we saw Coral. Okay, we're on to Jade Ambassador. So I'm going to show you the diagram of Jade here in a second, but I wanted to show you all of the things that you get at Jade. You know, there are a lot of people in the company that are building just tons and tons of people on their front line, and they're not thinking about enrolling people under people to help hit Jade or to move forward in your business. Now, I'm going to give you guys some advice about that. When you first start, you need to be sure that you enroll at least 2 people in your business, okay? That is going to help you to become a Jade ambassador. So once you've enrolled 2 people in your business, then you are going to be qualified to move forward. You can't move forward until you have at least 2 people that are enrolled and are active. So as a Jade, once you hit Jade Ambassador, you are going to need to have 150 in CQV plus PQV. You're also going to need to have $1,500 in group qualifying volume, okay? And then you're also going to need 2 corals under you, and we're going to look at this structure in just a second. I'm just going to kind of go through it. But here's what you're going to get. You're going to continue to get the retail and preferred commissions of 10 to 20%. You're going to continue to get the retail preferred customer bonus of 20%. You're going to get a level 1 20% and a level 2 20%. Now that's really huge, you guys, where the party plan is coming into place, because as you are out helping your frontline do parties, you're getting 20% on their customers too. So if I help Barbara, who I enrolled, and she's on my level 1, and she signs up 10 new customers at the party and has $1,000 in volume, she gets 20% of it, and so do I, because those customers are now on my level 2. Okay? Now, if you're Paradise qualified, which you for sure would be at this point, you're going to be getting coding of $10 to $20 on those new groups that are coming in under you. Match coding of 5 to 10 on those that are 1 down, but they're signing up on the 2nd level, and then you get the match coding on the 1st level. And then the $50 to $100 fast start bonus. Oh, whoops, I went too fast. Okay, well now we're to the chart. So if you want to look at that, I kind of screenshotted it here for you, but you can go ahead and look and see kind of what you're looking at there as far as those bonuses and all the things that you're getting. Now, in addition to that, you're going to start to get the matrix bonus, which I'm not going to explain tonight either, because some of these bonuses they need their own training in and of themselves. But you get a 2x2 team bonus once you hit that matrix, and then you get a 2x2 team 50% match bonus. So like I said, we're not going to train on that tonight. But let's take a look at what a Jade organization looks like. Now, I'm going to screenshot these 2 slides and put them on the team thing. I'm sorry, you guys. This is what happens when you talk too much, right? So that you guys can actually print these out and fill them in with the names of the people that are in your organization doing this. And so I'm going to put a little line out to the side of each of them with keeping the actual qualification numbers in here, and then have those so you guys can take a look at those, because we are going to pop a ton of Jades and a ton of Sapphires and new Rubies and new Emeralds this summer, growing the business with parties and Facebook parties and with all of the sales that are coming in. So I'm really, really excited about all of that. So anyway, okay, here's Jade. So you're 150, right? We talked about that. And then you have 2 corals under you. And a coral is a 80, 80, 80, right? Okay, these people have to be personally enrolled to this person. And these 2 80s need to be personally enrolled to you, because that is what you need, 2 actives and 2 corals, okay? If you have, for example, say that you had 2 people enrolled to you, the 2 80s here, and then, let me see if I can get a little tool or something that I can kind of show you here. Let's try this. Okay, so here's 1 and here's 2, okay? They're both personally enrolled to you. Now, what if, let's say Jan on the left side over here only has 1 leg right now that she's personally enrolled. What if you enroll this other leg, and then you place it under Jan? If you do that, Jan can count that for volume, and it will help her in the future of her business, but Jan still only has 1 person that she's personally enrolled. So if you want to help Jan and you want to, give her somebody, it's better if she enrolls this person, because then that counts as a leg and that counts as a leg, and now Jan is a coral, okay? And you need 2 corals in order to hit Jade. Awesome. Okay. All right, so let's move to Sapphire, and we'll just kind of go quickly through what you get as a Sapphire. But as a Sapphire, you need 150 again. That's the highest that you're ever going to need in CQV and PQV. And again, that can come from your customers' purchases on, your personal customers. Group qualifying volume goes up a little bit to 5,000 in QV. Still just have to have the 2 active people, but now you need 2 jades, okay? There are a lot of you guys that I've looked at and talked with about your organizations that have like 1 jade on one side and then you have like a whole bunch of people direct to you. So remember when you're building that you really want to get to sapphire structure, because sapphire is kind of the sweet spot of the compensation plan. It pays all the way down to level 5, then it does an infinity bonus, and then it starts with the 2% generational bonuses. So really, if you can get to sapphire, even if you had a group that kind of took off and maybe you even had some people promote to higher ranks under you, you would still be getting a really good check, because you're getting basically the same percentages as you are all the way up to diamond, with just a few that go higher. But it's really just about volume at that point. So 2 active, 2 jades, and then you're going to get the retail preferred commissions of 10 to 20%, the retail preferred customer bonus of 20. So this is on your customers, you're getting 20. Level 1, 20%, level 2, 20%, level 3 to 5, 5%, a leadership infinity bonus of 2%, sapphire generational bonuses of 2% through 2 sapphire generations. And then if you're Paradise qualified, now you're getting higher coding, higher matching coding, and always getting the $50 to $100 fast start. So let's take a look at what a sapphire organization looks like, okay? In order to hit sapphire, you need to have 2 active. So these 2 people, we're going to grab our little laser thingy here again. These 2 people need to be personally enrolled to you, okay? And then under them, they need to be personally enrolled. And then these guys need to be personally enrolled, and so on. So that this creates, this is a coral, this is a jade, this is a jade, these are corals. These 4 bottoms are corals, okay? So 150 with you, and then both of these are jade legs. So a lot of you, like I said, I'm looking at your businesses and you have 5,000 in group volume. Some of you have 10,000 in group volume, but you only have 1 jade leg, and you're missing out on, you're leaving money on the table in the compensation plan. You're not maximizing the compensation plan because you're structured wrong. So my goal, and I've always been kind of a stickler for this, is to teach people how to build the correct structure in the beginning. So when a new person comes in, I would teach them to enroll 2 people to themselves and then start helping those people enroll people to them. And if I have a new person come in the meantime, I'm going to possibly put them somewhere in that structure, because it's better for me to have that structure. As the volume starts to roll into my business, my check will be higher. And if someone already has their 2 active, then you can always place someone and still keep the enrolling to yourself, but you want to be sure that they have at least 2 active. And we have a lot that have, 1 active here and then 1 active here, and you just have holes in your organization. So I would encourage each of you guys that are working for jade and sapphire and even above, because now it's just duplicating. Once you know what sapphire is, ruby is just 2 sapphires. Emerald is just 4 sapphires. With the volume requirement of 15,000 for ruby, 50,000 for emerald, and so on. So it's really a very simple, structured compensation plan. If you take a look at understanding, first of all, what jade looks like. Sorry, let's see if we can go back here. Oh, I have to go all the way back. Sorry, you guys. So here's jade. If we're looking at our jade structure, a sapphire is just 2 jades, right? A jade is just 2 corals. And so maybe study these a little bit if you just want to, to get them mapped out in your mind. But remember a couple of things. You need 2 active enrolled to you, and each person that you enroll needs 2 active enrolled to them. And then those just create corals, and then jades, and then sapphires. Okay? So I am going to go ahead here and see if we have any questions. And let me see if I can get over to the Facebook. That's always the part that I'm not sure about. So see how I can see you if you guys are on Facebook, and any questions that you have there. So hold on, I'm still not there. Okay, awesome. So if you guys have questions, go ahead and type them in at this time, or after you've watched this, if you have more questions and you want to type those in, you totally can. So let me see if we have any questions. Looks like we don't. Oh, do you always build 2 by 2? Great question, Mike. So what I would tell you to do, let me go back to my little PowerPoint thing here and show you this slide. So once you have built, let's go down here. So here's you. Once you have built as a coral, let me grab my little laser. So let's say that this is you right here, okay? And you have your 2 and your 2. Okay, now you're working to help those people get their 2, and at the same time, you might bring in a third, okay? Because you need to build how many sapphires to get all the way to the top? 7. So you want to continue to, keep building out, but you want to at first get, okay, so here's the best answer. I would say I would build a sapphire first, and then I would build another sapphire, and then I would build another sapphire, and then I would build another sapphire. So you can build as many as you want, and you don't have to just do 2 and 2. Just this creates a sapphire, then this creates another sapphire, then this creates another sapphire. Okay, let me make sure I answered your other question here. Okay, it's not a binary. No, it has nothing to do with binary. It's a unilevel plan just based on the building of sapphires. And so you can go as wide as you want to, but remember, as you go wider, you're still just hitting coral. And until you help 2 under them get their 2 and their 2 under them, because it's a unilevel plan. Let me go back to the comp plan here, and that will help explain this a little better. Hold on a minute here. Let me find it. Let's see. Okay, so in a binary, you build 2 legs, and that's all you ever build, right? And everything is based on 2 legs, down, down, all the way down. Now, it's not a binary because it pays unilevel, because it pays all of these bonuses unilevelly. A binary, you have to make each side equal, and you only get paid down so far on one side, and then if one side's higher than the other, you only get the less of the 2 sides. So I hate binary plans. Yuck. So we're not a binary plan at all. We're a unilevel plan because it pays all the way across on level 1, all the way across on level 2, all the way across on level 3, based on what rank you are. And so the only structure you ever have to worry about, the reason it's not a binary, Mike, is you just have to worry about getting that sapphire structure in place, and then you want to build another one and another one and another one. So you're going wide all the way across in your sapphire structures. If it was a binary, you would build out 2 legs, and then one would get bigger, and then the other would get bigger, and then the other would, and you'd only get paid on the smaller leg. You get paid on all of your volume all the way down once you have just 2 that get their 2. And even at Jade, look how far down you're getting paid. At Jade, you only have 2 that have 2, and you're getting paid all the way down to level 5. So nothing gets cut off, and in a binary, something would get cut off. So let me see if that answered your question. I'm still not as good as I need to be at navigating here. So awesome. Okay, thanks, Mike. I hate binaries. I've never been in one, but I almost got into one once, and I went, okay, really? So my runaway leg, I'm not going to get anything because you only get paid on the smaller leg. So they suck. So anyway, awesome. I've only ever been in unilevel plans, which I love. And once you have your structure, once you've got that sapphire structure in place, then you could get paid 1,000,000 generations down and never go any further than just your sapphire structure, but it just keeps growing and growing, and it pays out on everything that's going wide too. So yeah. And I was in a similar plan to this in my previous company, and it's a really great plan because you have to look at not just one side or the other. You're looking at your whole business and really what you'd like to do. I mean, in an ideal world, you would just continue to enroll people to yourself, and they would enroll their 2 to their self, and then their 2, and on, and but I will tell you that one of the benefits to continuing to enroll people to yourself once you do have your sapphire structure in place and teaching them to get their structure in place is the level 1 and level 2 bonuses that are at 20%. So anyone that you enroll to yourself or that's on your second level, you're going to get 20%, and that's higher, obviously, than 5. So you do want to continue to grow wide, but what I hate to see is when someone is really wide and then they just have one side that's coral or jade, and they're missing out on getting paid deeper, and that group has grown deeper. So kind of the cardinal rule of this comp plan is build to sapphire, and then, you know, keep building out, but keep making sure that they're building to coral and then jade and then sapphire, and then coral, then jade, then sapphire. And once you have 7 of those, then you're up here where you're getting, you know, can you see how I told you it's not really that big of a difference in bonuses? It's just more volume. So now you're getting paid all the way down and you're getting 6 where you were getting 4, 3, or 2. But up here on these bonuses, they're all the same, 20%, 20%, 5, 5, 5, and then 2% on your sapphire generations. And then once you hit diamond, you start getting another 2%. And a generation is all the way down to the next diamond or all the way down to the next sapphire. So a diamond generation, a 1% or 2% on a diamond generation could be a lot of money because it's all the way down to the next diamond and there might not be another diamond. So then it's 2% additional on your whole diamond organization, which is, let's see, 1 point, is it 75? Let's see, 150,000, and black diamond is 1.5 million. So you can see how that could be really big. Okay, awesome. How many ambassadors to customers do you recommend, or just focus on sapphire? I would say, you know, if you're doing parties and you're trying to build, kind of my cardinal rule was always every month I would try to get 10 new customers and 2 new ambassadors. And if you did that, and if your people did that, the plan would build perfectly, right? Because everyone would get 2, and then they would 2 more, and then they would 2 more. And it'd be awesome if your first month you could build, you know, to sapphire, and then the next month you could get 2 more and build them to sapphire. But I would say you want lots of customers because you're going to be getting a 20% on those customers. So a healthy business is signing up, you know, I would say 10 to 20 new customers a month and 2 to 4 new ambassadors a month, and then the duplication that's happening in your group. But some months it might be slower, and other months it might grow like crazy. But just remember that you want to rank advance, like you want to rank up so that you don't miss out on bonuses in the plan. Because you can see how, you know, if you had a lot of volume, say you were at jade and you had 2 active and 2 coral, but you had one of your legs that was a sapphire, maybe even a ruby, and you're only getting paid down a couple of levels of the 20% and then 2 more of the 5. So the person under you's check is bigger than your check because you don't have the structure. You're not at least at sapphire. So sapphire, like I said, is kind of the sweet spot. It's not a binary. It's completely a unilevel. You get paid on every dollar that comes into your organization as you build. And so before your business like runs away from you, try to get to sapphire so that you never are not taking advantage of all of that. So, okay, let's see if we have any more questions. Awesome. Okay, so you guys are awesome. So this is kind of, I'm just about a half an hour. I'm kind of taking you through some of the kind of basics, I guess, of the compensation plan, understanding the structure. I'll post those 2 charts, but I would really set a goal to get your 2 jades in place and then get your 2 sapphires, and print your charts and put it up on your wall so you know exactly what you're looking for. Because what if you just had 1 hole in your sapphire business and you were getting ready to enroll somebody new and you're like, okay, should I put them direct to me, or maybe should I enroll them under, you know, Jan down here who just needs 1 more, and then I'm getting paid as a sapphire rather than maybe just getting paid as a coral or a jade. So anyway, awesome. So we're super excited about the comp plan. I love the comp plan. It's a great compensation plan. And especially with parties and that level 1 and level 2 bonus, it's going to be really, really lucrative. So, okay, well, thanks you guys for being on tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and end our call.